Okay, so my name is Mike Slatkin, and let's see, I'm from New York City. That's where I grew up. Went to school in Harlem through the 6th grade, and then moved to New Jersey. I came out to myself at about 16. That was in the 1970s. And that was uneventful since I didn't tell anybody. I knew of an adult gay community at the time when I was 16, but I had no idea that any young people had any involvement with it at the time, and really wanted to find other gay youth. I kept not saying anything in school, but I did keep looking for any signs of gayness amongst my classmates in high school especially. Never really found anything that I could reliably say it was even safe to talk about. And got involved here at GLCCB right around about a few months after moving here in 1994. I was always interested in gay youth, having been deprived of any interaction with other gay youths growing up. I wanted to help out, and so I started volunteering here with the youth group SAME. Sufficient as I Am, the gay and lesbian youth group of GLCCB, in 1994. The director of the program at the time was Everett Sellers, who a couple of years later became one of the presidents of GLCCB. I met some of the elders of the gay community. They volunteered their time also with the youth group. One in particular was Paulette Young, who was the first president of GLCCB. We've had youths here in SAME who, when they came out to their parents or even their grandparents, they were told, "Oh, you finally figured that out? We've known since you were born." We also have others that were beaten and abandoned by their families when they came out. We've had adults try to come into the center while the youth group was meeting and asking, can they sit in with the group? Well, no, of course not. If you're not a trained facilitator, verified by the Baltimore City Police Department, you are not welcome to be in the building during a SAME meeting. So for a time being, in the mid to late 90s, the group grew in size fairly consistently, and in the general area about 1998 to 2000, the group size, I may have those dates wrong by the way, but the group grew in size to more than 50 youth attending the group at any one time. Not always the same people on the same day, of course, but we regularly had meetings of 50 youth. We had to break the group into 2 and 1 or 2 times even 3 separate meetings. Luckily, we had enough support from the community in the way of facilitators to do that at the time. After the 50 plus groups, we went down to an average meeting of about 30 youth, or maybe 20 to 30 youth. That lasted like that a few years. At the time, some of the things that were going on was that we had federal grant money and state grant money coming in. We were able to take the group on different trips, sometimes picnics, sometimes bus trips to New York City, which we were doing twice a year, once for New York City Pride, and then again in the wintertime, in usually the beginning of December, just as basically a shopping trip. And the youth all loved it. We did that free of charge for them. When Bush took office, shortly after, he put in the policy of abstinence only for sexual education. Because of abstinence only, our grant money dried up. We had no more income at all, and so we had to stop bus trips altogether. By 2010, we had dropped to 5 youth at an average meeting. Now we are lucky when we have more than 3 in attendance. With a gay youth group, there's going to be male, female, and transgender. Makeup of the group at any time varied. When I first started, it was mostly male with a few female. Interestingly, it then went to mostly female and just a few males. Then swung back to being mostly male again, with quite a few transgender. When we were at our largest size, I was amazed at the number of underage transgender youth. Out of, let's just say, 20 youth who were under the age of 18, 10 to 15 of them would have been transgender at any one meeting.